What's up, everyone? Welcome to S&J Sports Talk. Here, my co-host Staley. How's it going, man?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you? How about yourself?
Doing pretty good.
My brother, good to see you, man.
Guys, real quick, man. S&J Sports Talk, every platform, guys. Let's run the numbers up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, guys. We've seen the numbers go up. We appreciate everybody who's listening to us. You know what I'm saying, first off, and whatnot.
Definitely.
But definitely, let's go ahead and share it with your friends and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get the numbers up right now. Guys, everyone, hit that subscribe button right now, guys. 80% of y'all watch our videos and y'all don't subscribe, bro. But we appreciate the views and whatnot, definitely. But definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering what our listeners would prefer, because we get on here and we do these hour-long podcasts, and we've heard from a couple of people that they would enjoy the podcast being, what do they say? They're like
shorter.
They're like, yeah, do 30 minutes or do 40 minutes, but I personally like the hour. It's just like tune in if you want to tune in for all of it. And then, of course, we can break it into shorter clips. But, we want to work together with the listeners and also do...
Yeah, we're even looking into live streaming our episodes.
Yeah, live streaming. We've had so much stuff that we're trying to bring to the table, and it's just about pushing through and getting it done.
Exploring new ideas.
Yeah, because we took some hits. We had some stuff coming in that got shipped back, like that we were supposed to have here, a whole setup display for the back, and we're still working on it. We're still going to get it right. But in the meantime... above anything else is you're going to hear us speak our thoughts on these sports, NBA, NFL, local stuff that's happening. We got March Madness coming up in a couple of weeks. High school state playoffs are coming up in a couple of weeks. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sports world right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So,
real
but
quick,
like you said, hit that thumbs up button and make sure you follow us on all platforms, S&J Sports Talk, and we're going to keep these videos coming at least once a week. That's the key. We're going to keep these videos coming at least once a week, Mondays, Tuesdays. Get in here and talk about what's been going on for the week.
Yep.
So, yeah, man. So before we get into it today, I know we want to get to this Morant situation. I know we want to talk.
Everyone's waiting for.
Yeah, we want to talk about them Sacramento Kings. I think they're currently at number 2.
Number 2 spot.
I think they got that number 2 spot. That's crazy. I was by the arena this week. This last weekend, I went to a good sister's birthday party, and we were up there. And basically, the restaurant where we celebrated at was overlooking the arena. So the Kings game was going on. They were playing the Clippers. And we're up there on the second floor. We're looking down, and we can see everybody walking in the arena and all of that type of stuff. It was real nice experience, real nice party. Shout out to her. And also just it was crazy to see that vibe of the Sacramento Kings, the spirit in the air that people were excited to go to the games.
Yeah.
That was crazy to see. So I'm getting closer. I haven't brought a ticket yet, but I'm getting closer to being at one of those games.
I'm going to have to go. I'm about to go to one before the season ends.
Before the season ends?
I mean, bro, we second seed. I got to get it.
Hey, you got like 18 more games.
I know I said I was going to wait till playoffs, but yeah, I'm about to get one. Maybe this week or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kings are rolling, man.
What's been going on in your life this week? Share with the listeners something going on in Jonathan's life this week.
Oh, nothing. Just
what?
We just what's up? We just been driving and coming up with some lyrics and whatnot.
Driving
for a new single. Yeah.
Driving. What you been driving? What you rolling around in?
We rolling around the Benz.
Rolling around in the
BMWs.
Benz. That's crazy. How you like driving?
It's cool. Y'all drivers be crazy, man.
If y'all
in Roseville, Sacramento, no, I haven't driven Citrus Heights, Antelope, bro, y'all are crazy.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, you get to certain areas, man. People is like, get out my way. I don't care if you're a new driver or not.
Yeah, man.
So what's something about?
I consider myself experienced though.
Okay.
Like I got a few hours under my belt and I'm pretty good. So
I haven't driven with you yet, but everybody who's drove with you, they all said that you're a good driver, and that's big. To be a new driver, and for people who are experienced with driving to be like, I felt comfortable, I felt safe, that's huge. Because most of us don't feel safe with somebody when we know it's their first year driving or whatnot. So that's real big news.
Oh yeah, keep everybody safe,
Yeah, that's the key. And not only just looking out for yourself, but looking out for everybody else around you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but let's get into these sports, man. What are your thoughts about Ja Morant, man? First of all, let's just break down to everybody what has happened with Ja Morant. I don't really know.
Bro.
Do you know what happened with Ja Morant? Do you know why he was on Instagram Live flashing a gun and why the media hasn't stopped talking about him since then? What happened? Like, was he in a fight and he pulled out a gun on somebody? Was he doing what all the rappers do in the music videos where they just point their guns up in the air? What would happen? Because I honestly, Jonathan, I do not know. What did he do?
Listen, when I look at the video, as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't broken any laws, so I don't know what happened. Right, but when I look at the video and whatnot, it's just basically he's partying with, I guess a few of his friends and whatnot, and then he just, like, he's on the camera, he just flashes a gun and whatnot, right?
That's showing that he's holding.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
So he wasn't.
That's all that basically happened.
Like,
yeah,
I thought he was like in a fight with somebody.
Nah, he wasn't in a fight or nothing like that. Nothing like that happened.
He wasn't in a fight and pulled out a gun on nobody.
Yeah.
It
was nothing like that.
Like, what are they in there partying, listening to music?
Yeah, partying, listening to music. That's the club, I believe, and he just flashed a gun or whatnot. So I mean, my thing, I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, isn't that what they do in the music videos? They be showing their guns, even like little fake guns or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. The way the media responded to it, you would have thought he shot somebody,
man,
or was attempting to shoot somebody or something like that. And I'm wondering is it illegal to have a gun if you're an NBA player?
He was in Colorado, so I mean the laws could be different and whatnot. But man,
I think they would have had him on some laws if he had done something that was illegal by now.
That's what I'm saying. They obviously have nothing on him.
This is America, the land of the guns. This is the old westerns, and I mean every movie that you see has guns in it, and people shooting and stuff like that.
You know what the funny thing is, though?
What's the funny thing?
The NBA literally promotes violence. Like, they promote guns and whatnot during the commercials and whatnot. In between the games, guys. In between the games, they promote guns and whatnot. Then if an NBA player has a gun or whatnot, oh my goodness, we got to suspend him.
While we investigate.
We going to get an investigation going on. We going to get the police involved. Let's investigate. Let's see what's going on. I mean, look, because this happened like Saturday morning, the media came out with this news and whatnot.
Okay. So but guys, 3 days ago. Okay.
So yeah, about 3 days ago, right? But 3-4 days by the time you might hear this, right? But guys, literally a week before that, I believe a 17-year-old boy came out saying that Ja Morant hit him after a pickup game for basketball, right?
Yeah, I heard about that too.
And then a few days later, it was alleged that he put out a gun on the boy.
I heard that. Right? I was like, that don't make no sense.
So, right? Doesn't make any sense to me, right? This is like over the summer, I believe, right? And then like a few days later, which is Saturday, just now, right, guys? Ja Morant flashed a gun on on a video or whatnot.
That's weird.
And then the NBA
That's weird.
Ja Morant?
That's weird that if you had somebody accusing you of something with a gun, then you would flash a gun on Instagram Live. Like I
guess
it's
so.
The first time he did it, judging from the way everyone's responding.
I mean, I guess so. But the bottom line is like, all right.
I wouldn't be.
It was clear like they were waiting for Ja Morant to do something though. It was clear like the media, NBA, or someone was literally waiting for Ja Morant to do something bad.
Yeah,
and just take him down.
He's too good. His star is shining too bright, and he's too cocky about it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm talking about from what the NBA, the old men, the owners, and all the commissioners and all them people, how they view it, you need to be a representative of the NBA. And Ja Morant is a representative of himself. He's a representative of Ja. So it's a little different how he's moving, kind of similar to how Allen Iverson was. They wanted Allen Iverson to fit this mold of the NBA. And Allen Iverson was just out there being himself. He's like, I'm cool with the NBA, but I'm not your little puppet. So
yeah, here's my thing with Here's my thing with the NBA, right? And even like the NFL or whatnot, right? Yeah. My thing is like, look, if these players right here are going out there living their lives or whatnot, if they want to party or whatnot, man, if they're not breaking any laws or whatnot, now obviously, right, if they're hanging around with people who are like maybe dangerous influencers to them, like, hey, their lives may be at risk or whatnot, you try and get some mentors in place, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't suspend him from the team or whatnot, right?
Right.
I don't know John Morant's personal life or whatnot, but from what I heard or whatnot, people are making this. I don't want to say it's a bigger situation than it is. Like, a gun could be serious, right?
Yeah.
But from what I hear or whatnot, it's like, listen, if he hasn't broken any laws or whatnot, people have done way worse stuff in the NFL or the NBA, right? That ESPN doesn't talk about, right? So, I mean, my thing is here, like, hey, they're not breaking any laws or whatnot. Let them go be a player, right? When on the court, let them go play basketball or whatnot,
Right.
My thing is, like, the NBA is not going to lose money based off of that video, right? People are still going to go to the NBA games and see John Morant play. They're still going to buy tickets. I don't understand, so.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what I think, man? You brought up a good point. The NBA does promote, almost every commercial on ESPN or TNT or in between games is the newest movie coming out with people shooting up each other. I'm talking about in the commercials, they shooting each other, flashing guns and all types of stuff. So I understand workplace. There's certain workplaces where you don't bring a gun to the workplace. I don't believe that the NBA players are allowed to have guns in the locker rooms or guns in the on any NBA premise. I don't believe they're allowed to have those weapons. So that makes sense. I'm definitely not for the NBA. I'm not for the NBA trying to regulate everything these players do on their Instagram live videos and what they do on their social media tweets, like Kyrie Irving. I'm not for none of that. And I think these players, they need to know that when they're signing these contracts, they're signing contracts with these.
You're basically giving up your whole life now at this point.
You're signing contracts with these owners who are of a different culture than you, of a different age group than you, demographic than you, and you have to basically go in contract with these people. You have to you have to meet them halfway sometimes, and therefore you're kind of giving up a piece of who you are and your culture, because there's a lot of stuff they just don't understand, and they're trying to appease a lot of people, a lot of different. They're trying to appease a lot of different cultures, nationalities, age ranges, and make the NBA look a certain way. And a lot of these players, man, they just trying to do them. They just trying to, they done made their money. They done put on for their whole community, their families.
Like, let them go play basketball, man.
And then you're going to find them for saying no homo on Instagram Live, or you're going to find them for flashing a gun. Now, I think you can investigate the situation and see, like, hey,
you could investigate
were you
it.
Safe? Were you good and everything? But this is America, the land of the guns. You can't tell no free man. I don't care if he has a $200 million contract or a $2 million contract or $2 in his pockets. You can't tell somebody that they can't hold legally here.
So you believe John Morant shouldn't have even been suspended?
No, I think
you think it was the right. So you think it was the right move to suspend John Morant?
To suspend him for the 2 games while they're investigating the issue. I mean, if you feel the need to suspend him for 2 games while you investigate, but the way the media is talking about him, the media is acting like they've never done nothing stupid or crazy. Or, I mean, these people on the media are so judgmental, bro.
They switched up on you.
He's 24.
2 months ago, man. They were just all for John Morant.
What did I tell you? Do you remember?
Dunk. You said they were. You said.
Do you remember? I said the problem with John Morant is John Morant thinks these people love him.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that. We were watching the game, and John Morant's over there. He's doing all these dunks, and they're going crazy, and he's raving to the crowd. And I said, these people don't love you, bro. That's the only thing I wanted him to know was these people don't love you. As quickly as they love you, they'll turn on you in a quick second. You can't name me one top athlete who the media didn't come after for something. If they didn't have nothing, they'll create it.
Yeah.
But they got to dim your light. And the thing is, you can just sit there and say, well, these players need to stop doing this or that. Think about Deshaun Watson. They came after him. They came after Kyrie Irving. You see the way they came after I mean, countless people. If you have anything to give them, they have anything on you, they're going to come after you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like the way you do this or that or whatever. And once your value goes down, they just leave you out there to dry. So you got to know who you get into contracts with. This is why we should be running the NBA on our own, man. Because it would have still been an issue. If we run in the NBA, we might have still been like, hey, bro, you can't be repping the NBA like that or whatnot. But we won't have to tarnish the man's name.
What do you mean? What do you mean though? Like repping the NBA, like.
Well, because the NBA doesn't want their players out here looking like they running around with guns, like they on some street stuff. They don't want that look.
Okay, yeah, I get it, right? From a business perspective, right? You don't want your employees out there doing that or whatnot, right?
But a black man with a gun is very intimidating. But it's to certain people. That's very intimidating.
True. But it's like
people.
Again, that's none of the NBA's business.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. If someone flashed a gun in any other situation, what would they be suspended for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Guys pack up their hunting guns and go hunting all the time. And
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but if it's on live,
people
like if Tom Brady got a shotgun and he's going out there hunting and he's filming it, are they gonna suspend him in the NFL or something like that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so, but if he flashes a gun up and everyone knows, oh, he just doing whatever, which is. Listen, on John Morant's part, the whole media has been saying it. Every man over 40 or 50 has been telling him that wasn't a smart decision for you. That's for you to do. It wasn't a smart decision for you to do in the environment we're in the contracts you're in the league that you're in. It's not a smart decision. I love it because I love when these things happen because it shakes things up.
Yeah.
And we get to point the finger back at the NBA because they promote all them movies and make monies off all them commercials where it's Power, Book, Ghost, it be Top Gun, it be all the Marvel movies. Everybody's shooting everybody. But then when their players hold up a gun, oh my goodness. Oh my God. How could we got to think about the kids, man. We got to think about the kids. You're an NBA player and you're sitting here and you're flashing a gun on screen. How could you? But then the moment they go to commercial break, it's pow, 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 give me your money, pow, 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 pow. What? Like, how do you justify that?
Yeah.
The NBA is finding him for having a gun, but they're making money off all the movies and all the commercials where it's guns and everything. That doesn't make sense to me. Like I said,
guys, as far as I'm concerned, they were investigating this probably Friday night, came out with this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's been Wednesday. It's been around 3-4 days or whatnot. Me personally, I think, hey, if you're so concerned about it as an organization or whatnot, like I said, I don't know his personal life or whatnot, you can launch an investigation, have a few talks with him or whatnot, obviously, which they probably have already.
They could have done that without it being like a...
It doesn't have to be a big deal or whatnot, but...
I think it's going to be more,
I don't think it was nothing...
I think it's going to be more.
I think it's going to be more, too.
The way they try to set this up.
Listen, it was nothing to suspend John Morant over. For me personally, there's nothing like you can launch an investigation. Whatnot. If he hasn't broken any laws, and whatnot, you get some mentors for him, whatnot. If you're really concerned about it,
suspended him.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's not about breaking a law. The NBA got its own rules.
Yeah, they got their own agenda.
And you know, a lot of times we're rule breakers. Young black men, we rule breakers. We're like, we look at a rule and it's like that's unnecessary. So that's you know, it's two different cultures clashing, man.
Nah, but you got it. This is a good point with the NBA. They promote violence, but then if you have a gun,
they make money.
If you have a gun on a video or whatnot, they're gonna suspend you now, right?
Right.
That's kind of what the NFL does, right? With betting, right? They make they have commercials on gambling and betting and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
I get what, but if you're a player, right, and you bet on the game, right? It's against the rules and whatnot, right? Now I get it, right? Rules are rules and whatnot, right? But it's like, all right, how are you going to promote betting, right? And then tell your players, hey, you cannot bet on any NFL games or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
you're right, man. So, I mean, from the media's perspective, y'all going to hear the media. That's why we, SNJ, we just talk different. We not here. We don't have no agenda to talk. We just seeing it how we just calling it how we see it. But the media is gonna tell you enough of how bad John Morant was and how he shouldn't have done what he did. So if y'all want that side, go turn on ESPN.
Listen, if you guys
go turn on NBA TV because you're gonna hear that side about John Morant. I heard someone talking about he's trying to be like Tupac. Like they bringing in all types of stuff as if he's just trying to be, you know what I'm saying, gangster, whatever. And even if he is, then he is, and he's 24 years old. I think he's 24, right?
Yeah,
young. Anybody who's talking about John Morant, I just want you to think for a second. Is there one thing online about yourself that you posted about yourself that if your employer saw it, you could be fired for? Most of y'all, it would be a yes. You posted something during the riots. You posted something during COVID. You posted something about the Jews. You posted something about black people. You posted something about women. That if it came to the highlight, if it came to the limelight, you would get fired from your job or whatever. So don't be judging John Morant with no more energy than you would judge yourself. That's all I got to say.
And bro, honestly, like 90% of us probably don't even know John Morant personal life or whatnot. I don't know how he grew up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not going to judge somebody based off one video or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for like, what, 3-4 years at this point? 3 years? 2-3 years?
No, he's been in the league for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he's been in the league for about 4 years or whatnot. As far as I'm concerned, he hasn't been doing, people are saying, oh, he's trying to act like he's from the hood or whatnot. As far as I'm concerned, he hasn't been acting like that the last 4 years or whatnot. So,
and then all the music videos, everyone's flashing their guns. All the music videos, and you don't see the the music labels and the producers firing.
That's in different industry
like
though.
That.
Yeah, that's different industry though. You know. But yeah, I see what you're saying, though.
I'm just saying, there's still millionaires flashing guns. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and if he wants to get on his Instagram Live and flash a gun, we in America, they selling guns.
Yeah, what's the issue
there? They selling guns.
What's the issue there?
You know, we in a state of emergency right now. We got China balloons flying over us right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we might need to be holding, even if you're an NBA player. Like, people are going insane talking about, and the thing is, I don't understand why people are so mad at John Morant. He's messing up his money. How could he? It's not your money. It's not your money. Contract.
Exactly.
Why are you hating?
He got the money, you don't.
And they hate when a young person is squandering their wealth, and no one likes to see that. But you don't now throw the man under the bus. I mean, if I went back to me at 24, there's stuff I would hope y'all never find out about from me at 24. You feel what I'm saying? I'm 30 in 2 weeks, brother. 30 in 2 weeks, brother. I done made it to. Yeah, but that's another story, another day. Right. But if I was looking back 5 years ago at 24, there's definitely like that was a phase of my life that I've moved and transformed from. They try not to let him ever transform from me. And I could go down the list on the NBA players that they really be going after.
And they're saying indefinitely, guys. So just because he was suspended 2 games.
It might be done for the season. It might be done for the season,
the
bro.
NBA might just kick him out for a season.
He didn't do what Gilbert Arenas did. Gilbert Arenas, I think you might have been younger when this happened, but
don't remember
Gilbert Arenas was raw. He was like the only player who, I think he dropped 60 on Kobe. He was playing Kobe and had 60-something points. He was raw. And I think LeBron was the only one who in the East they stopped the Washington Wizards when Gilbert Arenas was playing, but he brought some guns into the locker room kind of as a joke doing something. David Stern suspended him for the rest of the season. I think it was like a 50-game suspension because he brought guns into the locker room. And and then we just never heard from Gilbert Arenas no more. So, it's a club.
Okay, well,
the NBA is a special club, man. You got to live by the rules of that club. That's what I'm saying. If y'all want to get your weight up, you go ahead and take your talents over to your own league. That's what you do. But people ain't ready for that business mindset, so it's all good. We're gonna keep dealing with these people and getting mad every time they suspend us. Because I mean, man, you saw the way they suspended Kyrie, and Kyrie didn't do. Kyrie didn't do nothing. He was posting a video, and they told him what he did. No, you don't see what you did wrong? Boy, you don't see what you did wrong? Suspend him 5 games. You still don't see what you did wrong? No, I don't really think I did nothing wrong.
Well, they gave him like anti-Semitic classes.
Donate $600,000 to the Jewish community. What? You don't see what you did wrong? You need to meet with the members of the Jewish community. They had him having to take classes for some stuff.
Sensitivity classes. Yeah.
Dude,
that was
where's
crazy.
the NBA sensitivity classes on its players?
Yeah, man.
Let me not even get into it. But real interesting stuff, man. But I'm rooting for John Morant to get through the situation. I told you John Morant's too cocky. He was up there on that interview talking about, I'm fine in the West. This is why you always play humble. And I understand some people, they have to use that cockiness to their advantage. But it's always in your best position to play humble. And you can still be confident while you humble. But you look bad when you sit up here talking about you fine in the West. And then the NBA is like, oh, really? I'm going to take you off of the league. Like, you ain't even about to be in the playoffs this year. I don't know. You got different thoughts? Go ahead, share.
I just consider it confidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider him being cocky or whatnot. I consider it confidence or whatnot. Okay. But hey, after he did say he was fine in the West, man, some trades happened, and no one's talking about Memphis going to the finals no more.
The Kings just took the number 2 spot. It's a wrap for Memphis, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's a wrap.
If John Morant don't come back.
If he comes back, he's not coming back on a clean slate. They bringing that up every game. John Morant, who earlier this season was suspended for a firearm.
Now you got to deal with his teammates.
They're acting as if John Morant should go to jail over this. Man. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell you guys something.
As if he's supposed to go to jail.
Do you know John Morant's contract by chance?
I know he's like, 200 million? He signed a big one, 180.
So he's there for Memphis like another 3 years or whatnot. He might be requesting a trade soon. Because he might... Hey, what happened with Kyrie, man? He didn't like the organization after that. He didn't like the organization before that.
Yeah.
But John Morant, man, he might come back to Memphis, man. And he might not like the organization after that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a thrill. Go ahead.
Yeah, and my thing is, bro, like, I want to say, hey, John Morant apologized or whatnot, Saturday or whatnot. I get it. It was an apology. But guys, let's be honest here. The NBA, the Memphis organization probably told him he needs to write an apology or whatnot for the media or whatnot, or his team or whatnot.
He made an apology quick. And once you apologize, now they ready to beat you.
Yeah.
After you've apologized, they can't. Because, see, grown men, you can let somebody apologize, then y'all can move forward from the stuff. The NBA is like, okay, now we need to make sure he knows his position and never ever thinks about slipping up again. I'm telling you how they do it. And I told you they were coming for John Morant. I said he's got a clean slate right now. They're gonna come for him.
Yeah.
And sometimes they know they have stuff on you, and they just wait before they use it. They know they got stuff on you. They got stuff on you from college, and then they just wait before they use it. I'm telling you, man. I've been doing this thing 30 years.
It is what it is.
So it's very, very interesting stuff. Hopefully y'all can get a fresh view from us other than what you've been hearing in the media, because the media is all saying the same stuff. It's like their bosses told them to say the same stuff. I'm like, nobody's even like, there's no, hey, this is a young man going through a phase in his life. You know, we can't expect him to come from this culture and behave at this culture's level so quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? People gotta adjust and learn.
I was watching.
He's gonna learn.
As a matter of fact, I was watching the Kings game Tuesday night. We were playing New Orleans.
Okay.
I want to say. Yeah, I want to say it was New Orleans or whatnot. But no, we were playing Minnesota. Right? And a violence commercial came up. You know what I'm saying? It was a good violence commercial. I think it was the show you said Power or whatnot, right? But it's like you got people with guns on TV, right? The NBA is literally promoting that, right? But if you go hold a gun on or on video or whatnot, the NBA is like, nah, you can't have that or whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
very interesting. And what was really interesting on Saturday, while they're doing all this, John Morant's a killer, and John Morant is a gang member. I mean, they was going all in on him, man. Some of the articles they were like, he needs to get rid of his gang members around him and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, now you associate him with gangs, which I don't think that's what's going on with John Morant. I'm just,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, like John Morant. Any black dad or black mom would tell him that what he did wasn't smart. Like, you don't do that if you're on a contract. Then people can now fine you. They can now suspend you. Don't give them a reason to. Kind of like when you're black and your parents tell you about the police. They're like, you're like, but I don't even need it. Like, I wasn't even in the wrong. Don't give them a reason to do anything else. Don't give them a reason to call backup. Don't give them a reason to use a taser or use a gun. Don't give them a reason. So anybody would tell John Morant, don't give the NBA a reason to do this to you or whatnot. Keep that gun down. Don't, for children who play with guns or people who think they're fascinated by guns, guns are real serious things. They're very serious. Some to the point where some people they'd rather just not even mess with guns. They're like, if I die by a gun, I die by a gun. I don't even want to mess with a gun. That's how serious it is for some people. People lose their lives, accidents happen, all types of stuff. And then you invite certain energy to you as well when you start publicizing that type of lifestyle. You know, there's a lot of stuff that happens. But on Saturday, while they're demonizing John Morant, Dana White was making big money.
What happened?
Oh, there was a UFC fight. Yeah. Dana White was making big money. Jones was back. Remember, Dana White hit his wife and then took away the belt from that other brother. The other brother, they said he didn't accept enough UFC fights, so they took the belt away from him. Dana White came back in calling shots. When John Morant comes back in, he's going to be apologizing. He's going to be on Stop the Gun Violence commercials. They're going to be parading him around with the children, talking about no violence, kids.
Hold on. Even with that situation, though, you got two different levels. Like, Dana White's the president of the president of like the UFC or whatnot, right?
I'm saying John Morant, ESPN's still supporting him. All that media, the sports media, ESPN, Fox Sports, they're still supporting him. Oh, the UFC or whatnot. They not, hey, we not supporting the UFC if its owner is over here beating up women. They was over here apologizing for Dana White.
He did beat up no
woman. Then not only that, he didn't beat up a woman, but he did hit a woman, and he could have done damage. He could have done damage to her. Did she hit him first? Yes, she did. The Philadelphia Eagles player.
Oh, man.
The Philadelphia Eagles player who y'all have never heard about. What did he do? He kidnapped some girl and held her hostage, and they had to suspend him the week before the Super Bowl, but you didn't hear about that at all.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did I say he was white? I didn't have
to. You did.
I didn't have to say he was white. You didn't hear nothing about that story. He wasn't demonized all over.
Yeah, during those 2 weeks.
Dana White's not demonized all over the media. They even when they were bringing up Jerry Jones, he wasn't demonized. People were just coming to his defense. Oh, Jerry Jones, he didn't mean it. That was 60 years ago. How do we know it changed? Show me $60,000, $60 million, $6 million to let me know he changed his thoughts. Because I don't know that 60 years ago he might have gotten 60 years deeper in it. Back then he was in the crowd of racists. Now he's up there and able to just run a football team and be racist. Like, I don't mess with these. I got so tired of the sports media, bro. That's why I only mess with S&J now. Yeah, I don't listen to no First Take. I don't even listen to no Jalen Rose Get Up. I don't listen to no NBA TNT halftime show. I watch the NBA games on mute.
Yeah.
I watch the NBA games on mute because I get so tired of hearing what these people be talking about, man. They be talking about nothing. Then there's such a limit of what they can talk to because they can get fined.
Yeah, fine.
You've seen Jalen Rose, Stephen A. Smith, Chris Broussard. All these people have to get on there and apologize for something that they didn't even really do or say. They just have to apologize to keep their job. Man, give up the job if it's like that.
Yeah,
and
man.
It goes for all of them, man. They're all these big superstars. They're all on TV every day, but they can't really say what the community's feeling. And that's the problem. That's why I don't really mess with none of them no more, man. They're all millionaires, and they can't be men. Like, they can't actually say what's truthful because they got these bosses over them. And I feel like if that's the case, go and just do your own podcast. Be like Draymond Green. Just get up out there, dude. That's why I know Draymond Green ain't going to make it too much longer in the NBA. He's starting to say more and more. And he's finally going to just have to dip off the NBA and go.
And he's going to say everything he wants to say, man.
Exactly.
You know he's going to go in on the Warriors organization. I'm going to tell you that.
And you know what? Speaking of Draymond Green, did you hear that comment Draymond Green said? I don't know if it was on his podcast or someone else's podcast, but he said he feels like, and let me know your thoughts on this. Draymond Green said he feels like the European players get judged way less for not winning a championship than the American players. Now, that's how he worded it. He said the European players and the American players. He didn't say black players versus white players. He didn't say white versus black. I think Kendrick Perkins was saying something about that.
You know what he's talking about.
But he just said the European players don't get judged as harsh. Do you agree with Draymond Green's statement? He said the American players get judged way harsher.
I mean, yeah, of course. And I mean, part of that, man, is because, like, all right, America kind of has a certain pride to them. Like, okay, we're better than everybody else, right? We believe we're the best athletic team, you know. We thought we had the best soccer team. And whenever we go to the Olympics, we're supposed to win everything, track and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you're right.
So we just simply think we're the best at everything, right?
Gold.
Yeah, we expect to be number one or whatnot, right? But then part of it is true. It's like, all right. But then, according to the media, right, they put out these narratives like, you know, for example, Luka's a good player. I'm not taking away any skill from him, right? But they come out here and say, oh, we never seen anything like this. He never put up numbers like it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Draymond definitely has a point. He definitely has a point, man. And I think he was talking about Jokic in terms of the MVP or whatnot, MVP conversation and whatnot.
Oh, they're talking about how his triple doubles are the closest thing to Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, so I mean,
they're not talking about he ain't even been to the finals.
Yeah, so I mean,
he been to the conference? Have they got to the conference? Maybe a few years back.
Nah, they did. They did in the bubble against the Lakers. Yeah,
the conference.
The
finals. Lakers played Denver in the conference?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. I mean, Draymond, he's not wrong what he's saying, man. I mean,
but they're not on him like he hasn't won a championship. Remember with LeBron, I don't care about numbers. You gotta get it done. You gotta win the chip.
That's what they said. Yeah,
that's what they said. Like year 6 or 7, and this man was playing with no team.
In this case right here, Draymond was talking about the MVP too. He was talking about the MVP conversation, right? He wasn't talking about. He was talking about Jokic, I believe. Too. Yeah.
Yeah, that matters, huh?
Yeah, so
that definitely matters. Championships matter. I would agree with him because if you're a European player, you're just considered great for your country. And
it's amazing to even be in the NBA. Yeah,
just the fact you're in the NBA, you repping for your whole nation of Serbia, like Joker. Luka is what, Germany?
I believe so.
And so I think Dirk Nowitzki was from Germany too. I believe
they're from Germany.
Luka Doncic is from Germany. I'm not sure about that. I'm not positive, so I don't want to say.
No, I have no clue where he's from.
Who's from? Who's that from? Yugoslavia. Wasn't someone from like Slovenia?
Yeah, I remember there was a few players, but I can't recall their names right now.
Yeah, there's a few people from other, but I'm saying like they're considered great just to be there. They're not judged by that. when you look at these players who haven't won NBA championships, like Westbrook, Carmelo, Damian Lillard,
they're gonna be Chris Paul. They're gonna be judged based off.
Not only are they gonna be judged, they're judged right now. People are like, man, Carmelo chose the money over having a good team. Damian Lillard chose the money over going somewhere else. He's trying to be loyal. Russell Westbrook. He's too much of a ball hog and a stat powder. Even Allen Iverson didn't win a championship. Yeah. You know, and these players get judged because they never won a championship. You know who else never won a championship? The NBA logo, Jerry West, never won a championship. Take his logo off of there.
Right.
He never won a championship. And he went I think he went 6 or 7 times to the finals. But they don't really judge them like that, man.
Yeah.
You get judged if you don't win a championship. Everybody can't win the championship. There's a Kevin Durant and a LeBron James and Steph Curry.
Everyone can't win a championship.
Yeah, everybody can't win the chip.
But you're definitely like
players, man.
Okay, but yeah, I would agree. But then there's a certain point where it's like, all right, you're definitely a great player in the NBA, but you're never gonna go past a certain point just because you don't have a ring.
Yeah, you know I'm saying? People with a ring are always going to separate themselves. They're always going to be like, hey.
Yeah, they're always going to have the upper hand on you.
You know, we got it done. We went through all the hoops, all the obstacles, and actually won. So I understand that among the players. But as fans, you got to just appreciate greatness sometimes.
Yeah.
Without having to be like, he didn't win a ring, so we don't respect him. Damian Lillard is one of the best we've seen. Damian Lillard is one of the best guards we've seen. I was watching him play. I feel so bad for him.
He's like one of the best shooters we've seen in the NBA, guys.
But just player in general. Yeah. Like he, for his size, you blessed that he's not 6'7".
And his range, man.
You blessed he's not 6'7", man. So, it's definitely some interesting things, man. But those of y'all who are watching these sports, NBA and NFL particularly, just understand that these things are clubs. These things are like inner circles. You can't, the leadership, the people who own the NBA, the people who run the NBA, they're not the same people who are playing in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people who are playing in the NBA, at most, they might graduate to the media, get a job with ESPN or TNT. They might even get a coaching position. But they don't start running the stuff in the NBA. They don't become the commissioner.
That's you, MJ.
You know what I'm saying? They don't become the NBA owner. Yeah, they let one black owner in ever. That's the only black owner ever. And you see how great he had to be just to get brought into the owner's circle. And they'd rather bring him in than some smart businessman. I'm not saying MJ's not a smart businessman, but he's a basketball player. Because honestly, man, if you let a black owner in, let's just say,
look at MJ's team though.
You bring in somebody like Jay-Z or P. Diddy, who's going to be your business owner, Robert Johnson, what's my man Damon from Shark Tank, my man Fubu, Damon Jones. Is that his name? What's his name? I forget his name. But if you brought in something like that and there was an NBA owner, think about for NBA. If
but
they were
for what?
NBA owner, if they brought a team, what I'm saying is, would their team not be popping? Their team would be popping. Jay-Z own a team, everyone's gonna want to go play for his team.
Is Michael Jordan's team popping?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about bringing in business-minded individuals. MJ is a basketball player at heart. He dedicated all his years of life into the gym, into the sports center. You got other people who've been doing business moves and business things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that's one of the things you got to look at with the NBA is you're dealing with a white-owned establishment. It's a white-owned establishment. The same way you can get fired from your job if you start acting up, NBA players can get fired from their job if they start acting up. That's all I'm saying. I rest my case.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So I'm just saying that so people can open their eyes from that perspective, because I'm hearing a lot of people complaining about Ja Morant shouldn't have been suspended, but I'm like, you're in an employment situation with these people. You can't run everything. So and I don't think every NBA owner is bad, but we have had 2 of them fired for being racist in the last 5 years. We had the one from the LA Clippers. He had to get fired only because he got caught. Then we got the Phoenix Suns owner. He had to get fired only because he got caught. all these owners, man, they ain't messing with us like that. They just,
but
we
then
just
again,
make money for them.
Yeah, you're right.
We just make
then
money
again,
for them.
there's during everybody.
And we're comfortable with that because we don't really see them in the public face. If you look at a lot of these NBA owners and NFL owners, you'd be like, who's that? Like, I'm not. But they're paying off their millions to the players. So the players and all their families is good. But that's why, man, you got to have your own stuff, man. When you're the talent and you're the resource, go ahead and do your own stuff, man. Then people will come begging to you just to be one of your, just to air one of your games once a season or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah.
You know, but that's down the line, man. That's down the line. We'll get there. Once we get fed up enough, we'll get there. We'll be like, y'all can keep baseball or something. But we're gonna go ahead with basketball. So yeah, man, we didn't even mean to go into all of that, but you know. What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on them Sacramento Kings, man? Let's change the topic up.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on them Sacramento Kings, and then let's get up out of here.
We doing good, man. We 2 seed, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're doing way better than I expected this year, man.
The way I see it, brother, if the Kings can maintain that 2 seed, the Kings could go to the conference finals if they maintain the 2 seed. The reason I've already thought this all out.
Nah.
If they keep the 2 seed at the
you're saying the conference finals, the 3rd round.
They can win 2 rounds. If they win that 2nd seed, brother, they're gonna have home court in all of them leading up to the conference. The 7th seed, you might play Utah. You might play Utah with that 7th seed. You might play Portland with that 7th seed. You could play the Pelicans.
You could play the Clippers, the Lakers.
Out of those
it's too close, though. It's too close.
Out of those 3 teams, even the Lakers. Let's bring the Lakers in there. Out of those 4 teams, Lakers, Pelicans, Portland, and Utah. Can the Kings beat one of those 4? Can the Kings beat those teams?
Lakers, Portland, Utah.
Pelicans would be their hardest one.
Pelicans, if Zion's back.
Pelicans would be their hardest one because C.J. McCollum and Brandon Ingram ain't nothing to play with.
I mean, look.
But I'm saying
the problem with the Kings is
I'm saying the Kings could beat them first round.
We're a young, inexperienced team in the playoffs. That's the problem.
Young and inexperienced, so they don't know their ceiling. That's the positive though. They don't know their ceiling.
I don't see us
once
going.
They've already made the playoffs.
Listen. But let's be realistic here. The Kings aren't going to the 3rd finals round, man. They're not going to conference finals.
Hear me out. If they win that 1st round, they get the 2 seed and they play. Let's just say they play Utah, 7th seed. They play Utah. That's a win. They're winning that series.
Yeah, they should be winning that series.
So now in the 2nd round, who are they going to play? They're going to play the winner of the 3 and the 6.
Man, the second seed, they might run to Clippers.
They're going to play the winner of the 3 and the 6.
They're going to listen. No, I'll tell you, the West is too close. I'll tell you, some teams are going to fall off. But I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying, though.
I'm saying,
but I'm telling you, the 1st round. It's possible.
It's
definitely possible.
They went from not making the playoffs.
I don't see it happening.
It's possible.
It's not. I don't see it happening.
Now you got Memphis. John Morant might not come back. Memphis is still going to be in the playoffs. They're not just about to lose their next 18 games.
They might be out, man.
They're not about to just lose their next 18 games.
They might not.
They might go 6
they might make it. They might
still end up in the play-ins.
I mean, if John Morant's out for a season, they're in the play-ins, and that's if they make it. Mm-hmm. They're about to start losing without him, man. They already just lost to LA, bro. Cause
if the Kings can avoid Phoenix in that 1st or 2nd round, and if the Kings can avoid,
but that's what I'll tell you. That's what I'm saying. Is we might be able to avoid them in the 1st round.
Else's game.
But the 2nd round, we're definitely playing the Clippers, Denver.
No, not Denver, because Denver's number 1.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. We wouldn't see Denver till the conference. So what you don't know who's getting that 4 and 5. Whoever that 4 and 5 might beat them. That's what I'm saying. It might be Dallas and Phoenix at 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. They play each other. Right? They play each other.
Yeah.
Then that 4 or 5 who wins goes and plays Denver next.
Look, man. First off,
I'm telling you, brother, y'all heard it here first. The Kings can make it to the conference.
Nah, man. First off, the Kings just gotta make the playoffs, bro. I don't believe nothing until I see it, bro.
It ain't clinched yet, huh? They haven't clinched the playoffs yet.
It don't matter to me, man. Yeah, man. So that's basically it.
But shout out to the Sacramento Kings. We repping them and light the beam, man. Would you get a Sacramento Kings jersey?
For what?
To be a fan.
I mean, man, if we make the playoffs, maybe.
He said for what? I just forgot. You don't even believe that they can make it to the conference finals. You ain't buying no jersey for it.
Bro, I get a hoodie.
Yeah. But yeah, it was funny being at the arena last week and seeing all those people running into the games. They didn't want to be late. I'm like, the spirit is alive.
Yeah, man, because I was there last year against the Warriors, and the vibe, like, it was just so different, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they weren't in the playoffs.
Yeah, we weren't in the playoffs. People were just going. It was just another thing and whatnot.
People weren't even paying attention when the game started, huh?
Yeah, people
it was like a baseball game. You would go to a baseball game, and they start the game, and you don't even know it started. You're like, oh, are they pitching? Or is it going? Like, you don't even know it started at a baseball game unless you're really just in tune to it. So,
we still lost. Draymond Green got ejected, and we still lost. But yeah, that's basically it, man.
Yeah, these days are different, man. And I'm excited for the playoffs. I think a lot of these teams are going to beat up on each other. There's so many good teams, but I think they're going to beat up on each other. You might get a Clippers playing Phoenix in the first round.
Man,
you might get the Lakers playing the Clippers in the first round.
These series they're about to be going in game, like the first round's about to be going, at least in the West, the first round's about to be going to, game 6, game 7 or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Now
I don't want to see if I'm the Kings in the playoffs is I don't want to play Portland in the first round. They could beat them, but I don't want if Anthony Simmons
Portland's
comes
known
back,
for Anthony.
Anthony, if he's
Portland's known for taking teams out, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dame Lillard takes somebody out every year.
Dame Dollar
every year he shoots somebody out.
He takes one person out before he gets out. It might be the Thunder, the Rockets. It'd be someone, man.
It'd be somebody. I don't want to see the Kings play them. And like I said,
plus I love Damian Lillard, man, so much. I want him to at least get a win, man.
I mean, the thing about Damian Lillard is he would be the best player on the court. That's the problem when you're playing against these teams who have a better player.
But Fox would be the fastest player.
Yeah, but Dame can pull up from half court. We don't have nobody who can do that. We got Kevin Huerter. He's nice, but he ain't pulling up from half court. If he pull up from half court, he need to be benched.
Yeah, you're right.
But shout out to Mike Brown, Coach of the Year, from what I hear. Coach of the Year. I like that.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Coach of the Year,
we number 2
All-Stars, And I'm Sacramento, but the Kings aren't like just my team. It's not like we going hard for the Kings. Nah, this is just big for Sacramento.
Nah, man, this is big for Sacramento. Nah. You gotta pick one. You either a Lakers fan or you a Kings fan, my buddy.
Brother, I've spent time in LA. I've spent time in Sacramento, brother.
You on the plane and you skydiving.
To the Mamba, brother. The Kings, brother, they have not represented greatness most of my life. Therefore, I cannot roll with them die hard yet. I see greatness on that purple and gold, though.
I'm a diehard Kings fan, but
you a diehard Kings fan?
Nah.
That's all you've known all your life, brother?
I'm realistic, bro. I'm realistic, bro. We not making it to third round,
bro. You've been alive, so you die hard because you've been with them through the worst. You have never seen the best. You've never seen it. You've never seen
we going to the top this year, though.
I remember when they at least made it to the conference finals. I remember that. I was young, man. I loved them playing basketball.
Hey, we made it to the finals, and we got cheated on, bro. We never been back since.
Yeah, made it to the conference finals. Yeah, but...
Matter of fact, what happened to the Lakers after that?
Lakers won championships.
They still got their ring? Man.
They won a few there, then they won a couple more, then they won with LeBron.
Yep, Hollywood.
They keep winning. All these other teams, man. So, yeah, so that's our thoughts on the Ja Morant situation.
Y'all definitely let us know what y'all think on the Ja Morant situation and your thoughts on that and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let us know your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think about these Sacramento Kings. Shout out to everybody. Stay safe out there, everybody. And
yeah, man, that's basically it.
Yeah. I'm tired, man. Let's get out of here, man.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you. Continue to promote. Continue.
S&J Sports Talk.
S&J Sports Talk. We're gonna keep going at it.
Let's keep going,
y'all. Man. Peace.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all.